Everyone, this is Umair Usman, the cognitive consultant. I help people manage their weight, reduce their anxiety, and improve their performance. And today, we're going to talk about depression. Now, while studying depression, looking into depression and using hypnosis to deal with depression, I came across a very interesting idea: the idea of goal orientation. It is believed that therapies that emphasize goal orientation are more effective in dealing with depression in the long term. Now, what does goal orientation entail? Well, first of all, of course, it means establishing goals, workable goals, and supporting the clients in achieving those goals. Now, these goals can relate to any part of life. They can be personal, they can be career, they could be anything. But setting and achieving goals is very, very effective when dealing with depression. More specifically, however, it can also involve teaching skills, coping skills, for example. A great coping skill to deal with stress is a regular meditation practice. And there can be other coping skills as well. For example, having a fun activity to deal with boredom. And boredom is also one of the things or symptoms of depression. So having a fun activity that you enjoy is also a coping skill to manage boredom and hence depression. One can also help the clients learn social skills. Now, we know people who are depressed, many times their social life is also impaired, and teaching them social skills, helping them get back into a social life slowly, taking baby steps, or even just helping them realize that when they're with people, they're supposed to act a certain way, behave a certain way. Depressed people sometimes even forget how to be with people. And therefore, teaching social skills becomes also an important part of dealing with depression. And there are other skills as well. Other skills, such as another very important skill, is problem solving skills. Helping the client to see that they have choices in their life and they can choose between different outcomes or pathways, and therefore have control over their lives, solve a particular problem, deal with issues. This problem solving skill is also very important for life in general and for depression clients who are depressed in particular. They can see that they have problems in their life and they can see that there are ways to get out of the problem as well. It helps to give them back a sense of control, and also a key life skill that everybody actually needs. But at the end, we have to not forget behavioral activation. That is taking actual action when you're trying to do something. That is, of course, the crux of creating change or achieving a goal. Behavioral activation is important. And overall, I want to point out that a goal-oriented approach to dealing with depression is important, and hypnotherapy is very, very well suited for that. Now, I'll give you a good example. Many hypnotherapy protocols involve giving the client homework, and that homework is listening to a hypnotic tape. That alone is a task. That alone is a responsibility on the client. It alone is a sort of behavioral activation. That goes a long way in helping depressive clients, giving them homework, giving them some work to do while they are away. Another is using post-hypnotic suggestions for goal orientation, for goal keeping, for achieving goals. Post-hypnotic suggestions are really, really important in hypnosis in general, but especially for depression clients and for clients that are seeking to achieve particular goals. So all of these can go in a long way in helping a client dealing with depression. So the overall point was, once again, having a goal-oriented therapy, such as hypnotherapy, can help a client deal with depression, and it involves teaching coping skills, teaching social skills, teaching problem-solving skills, giving them homework, giving them tasks, giving them something to act upon. And this action alone can jolt a depressive person slowly out of depression and back to what can be called a normal life. So I think that's all for today. This was Umair Usman, the cognitive consultant, and I will see you next time.